Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, 127 on a recorded version here on a Tuesday, the day after the 4th of July, America's Day, as we are going to go ahead and talk about the game that happened across America, nationally televised. San Diego Loyal defeat Colorado Switchbacks 3-2 in a pretty good game. Hullabaloo of red cards and errors on both sides. So that's what we're going to go ahead and talk about. We're going to go ahead and move into Wave. San Diego Wave get a victory without their key players. You were at that game against Washington Spirit, so we're going to go ahead and talk about that. We're also going to go ahead and talk about transfer news. Ronaldo wants out of United, coming to Chelsea. I mean, is he washed up? Is he done?
Oh,
Maybe. We'll see.
Fuck,
We're also going to go ahead and talk about where will De Jong go? Erickson confirmed, and a couple of other transfers. Mexico will not be in the 2024 Olympics, out of the U20
Yep.
World Cup that the United States won. Not good news, and we might be able to do a quiz at the end. Hello, hi, no Alan today. He is
No
busy.
live. Do I sound low? Kind of a little bit. Do I sound good? Okay.
You're good.
No
I'm just putting in
live
my headphones.
version of this podcast.
Yeah, it's my fault.
It's all good.
I celebrated
It's all
America.
good.
I'm sorry, I love.
I
my
mean, it's
country.
a weird time to be celebrating America. So
It's never a weird time to celebrate America and the freedoms that it gives, unfortunately, to half of the population. But we are fighting, and it's
all the
it's a
most of the countries have freedom. It's cool.
no. We're
Happy
it's a
birthday,
constant
happy birthday, America. So we had two games for San Diego Loyal. So let's jump right in it. I know you're gonna be busy. You have something to do
nitty-gritty.
after the pod as well.
Yeah, I'm joining the locals. They asked me to join, so I will
Thank you,
promote
locals.
the
Now
hell
we're
out
on a
of this.
time crunch. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Gosh, you're such a good guy for joining them all the time.
I know. It is what it is. So there was a game, as you were saying. This game was
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday against the Les Champions.
Oh, by the way, no Alan joining us today either.
I already said that.
No Alan joining us again today. Saying it again.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss Alan.
There may or may not be controversy as to why he's not here, because he doesn't believe that Grant Stillman should have gotten a red card and not even called a handball.
You're fired.
Yeah, so.
But let's talk about the Wednesday game
All right,
against
men
Orange
talking,
County.
Men talking sports. I love it. That's what we are. All right, so Les Champions come down from
Yeah,
Orange
the
County.
Champions. I like that.
As the away side here at Torero Stadium. And it was a good game. Allen being, it was as touted as I guess somebody on Twitter called it the Allen Underwood Derby.
Yeah.
So
I think we were both
congratulations.
excited because we were fangirling a little bit about Cubo Torres from Orange County side. Just if you guys don't know Cubo Torres, Eric Torres, he's a striker for Orange County. Previously played for Chivas USA. He played for Cholos. So it's kind of not a historic player for Chivas, but a very important, as he saved them from relegation with 2 goals against Puebla, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's a kind of a big deal. Celebrates like a robot.
So he was in a team that sucked for Chivas, but he gets admired for saving them from the
He was bound to be the
pits.
next Chicharito. He was hyped up
I
way too
remember
early
that.
in his career, so unfortunately it didn't plan out for him. But now he's at Orange County. He didn't start this game, but let's look at the starting lineup for San Diego Loyal.
He is the number 9 for Orange County. So San Diego Loyal starting this game with Coque Vegas, Elijah Martin, Stillman, Kyle Adams, Nick Moon, no Jack Metcalf for
Coque
this
was
match.
coming back already for this game, right?
Yes, so he
did
was
he
ready
play
to
the game
go.
before that? No.
Yeah,
Did he?
I believe he
Probably.
did.
Okay, but Coque is back in the starting lineup, so that's good.
Capitan Charlie Adams, who arguably is, like I said, Alex Morgan may not be the best player on her team. Might be a Korniak, but in the same kind of vein, Charlie Adams is very, very key, and he has to be there.
From
just
year
overall.
1 to year 2 to year 3, this
Yeah.
is the best Charlie Adams San Diego Loyal has ever had.
Got a new haircut, new everything. And then you also have Alejandro Guido.
Who's also playing the best he's ever
Lights
played
out.
for Loyal.
Team of the week got announced today on Tuesday. He's part of that. Colin Martin, again, what are we talking about? This midfield is just stacked, absolutely
3
stacked.
players are key in that midfield, Tony. So Colin Martin, who is maybe not called on too much on the game by the announcers, but that's a good thing for a defensive mid.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't need to be, scoring goals and banging them. Like, there's times he's very instrumental. He's pulling the strings along with Charlie Adams there in that midfield. And, I mean, Guido, like 3 masters. Then you have another master joining, Jack Blake, who has been coming into his own. He had a big injury last season. He wasn't 100% for that playoff game. Coming back, they gave him some time off.
He's been a starter now.
He's
been getting in starting lineup.
It's getting there, and it's one of those things where clearly he shouldn't have taken that penalty in that game against Indy 11. No, not Indy 11. The one before.
No, that was The one before that, it was
That was
against.
a long time ago, but it doesn't seem that during 619 Day. Who did they play 619 Day? They played
Dun, 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 dun.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
So that ended up happening. Moshobani and Kyle Vassell rounding this 11-4 San Diego Loyal, who don't look bad.
The only
with those
thing
jerseys.
interesting about this lineup, right, and it's mostly the formation, and it's been happening since that 5-0 win against Indy 11, where they're kind of playing with three defenders, Elijah, Stoneman, and Kyle Adams, kind of like center backs, but Elijah's still more on the left side, Stoneman more on the right, and Kyle right at the center. They're essentially playing without a right back. Jack Blake is kind of playing wing back position, which is maybe not the best for him defensively because, as we saw in the Colorado game, and we'll talk about, it leaves a lot of holes behind. But it worked out for Indy 11. It worked out right now for Orange, this game against Orange County. So that's kind of a change that Landon and Nate have been doing so far with this lineup.
And so with this being the last game in June, they had how many did we say? Actually, 5 games. It ended up being after this.
They got 10 out of 15
10
points.
out of 15 points. And then you have in this game, obviously, OC, the defending champions, they didn't look like it. San Diego Loyal looked like they were all over all
It
on
hasn't
top
been
of
the
them.
same Orange County this season.
100%. You have Tumi Moshobani, who historically does really well against Orange County, being able to do that. And before this play, actually, they just kept trying. They just kept shooting. And then one of them, I was actually telling, I was telling Alan and you, because this is the game where Kyle Vassell ended up getting the red card. But
Madrazotes.
yeah, no. But that's the thing. Like at this point, like somebody
Was
should
it
have been
after
there.
it was tied 1-1? Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure that shows. It's
Yeah,
gonna show
they'll
the
show
highlights.
right now. But yeah, so Tumi Moshobani and San Diego Loyal kept trying, and that's the thing. Like there was a chance where I'm like, oh, there should have been somebody there, and there wasn't. Just to tap it in, and essentially that's what happens here. Moshobani just gets a shot right on the guy, and then Guido just taps it in. I thought they were going to call it for a foul, but they didn't, which is good news.
Yeah, and then you have this play, just a classic goal that Loyal gets scored on. There's nobody's marking that.
Nobody's pressing.
Stoneman is that Stoneman, I believe. Nobody's looking behind him. It's the lack of communication, right? Where, hey, like, hay uno atrás de ti. Hey, behind you. Hey, I got you. Here. And, like, I feel like there's none of that going on.
Yeah.
Which leads to mismarking, and that's essentially how they got scored on in this game.
Yeah, so it was immediate. So it seemed like it's a trend. San Diego Loyal scores, and then they just lose their heads and then get scored on immediately. That Colin Martin.
It's that Kiwi, man. That Kiwi's not communicating very well.
And then so here's the red
Reds.
card. A couple minutes later, 34th minute, Kyle Vassell and what did I keep calling him? I kept calling him a name that wasn't his name.
It was
As you see it here, that
Longmire.
I mean, right there, just grappling. If we learned anything about Kyle Vassell recently, is that he actually did some jiu-jitsu, I believe. So, and a WWE fan, getting taken down. At this point, it's like two rabid dogs. You're not going to separate them. Like throw water on them at least, like something. But yeah,
Kyle Vassell was already heated early in the game, and you called it. He got fouled in the box, and he didn't get a penalty called on him, and you could just hear him
he was mouthing
cussing
off.
at the referee, saying, F this, are you effing kidding me, and blah, blah, blah.
And, like, I nonchalantly just told you and Alan, like, watch. Like, there was nothing before. I'm like, this is going to be the game where he's going to get a red card. And I just said that. And I just threw that out there. And
it
you just felt it. And it happened. And what a dramatic fashion for it to happen. Because, like, that's, that was a fight. Like, that was a straight fight. You don't see those. You'll see them in hockey, but not a lot in soccer. But, yeah, so.
And then later in the game, right before halftime, you have this long ball. Nick Boone has just been a deadly weapon on that left wing side, man. You get this, you get fouled, you get a penalty. It's honestly such a relieving moment when you get a chance to go up right before halftime.
Yeah.
Because not only does that just lift the spirits up, especially at home, it lifts your spirits up, it calms the nerves a little bit. You go in with your coach, you talk it out. All right, we have a lead now. This is the game plan going into the second half. You have to strategize because now you're down to 10 men. So essentially, some players are going to be running more than usual. So this goal right here by Alejandro Guido, who, by the way, shot this penalty to perfection.
Yeah, 100%. We actually heard, I think Alan told us that he was at practice and he may have seen him practicing exactly this penalty, exactly that placement for this moment, right? I mean, Kyle usually is your penalty taker. He missed the last one.
Jack Blake missed
Jack
it.
Blake missed the last one.
So if it was not Guido, it's going to be Charlie Adams.
It's got to be Charlie Adams, who hasn't missed. Guido actually scored a penalty in preseason as well. And so, cool, calm, collected. We asked him about that.
The only thing about this, the way he shot the penalty, is you're giving away where you're shooting, right? And if it's not placed perfectly, because even hitting a little bit of side net, they're going to block it because the goalkeepers are good at guessing where you're going to shoot based on how you're planting your left foot. So, with that being said, had that goalkeeper even taken an extra step or anything, or he
maybe
just misses the penalty a little bit, like misses the shot a little bit, it would have gotten blocked.
So it was a good back and forth in the second half, but pretty much San Diego Loyal was dominant at that point. You know, the bus load, the little yellow school bus load of Orange County supporters were absolutely quiet crickets. Like,
so
they
moved us on the side right in front of them, and we're normally not on that side. And there were some little girls just yelling.
Yeah, just like,
"Let's go Loyal!
Let's go Loyal!"
They were louder than the Orange County fans.
You want to see something
Translated
cool?
That's funny.
Something cool?
Yeah, sure.
You'll see something cool. But
you're replying.
I definitely am.
Love it. But yeah, that was the Wednesday game. San Diego Loyal ended up beating the defending champions Orange County 2-1. Again, on the table, Orange County is not doing too well. They are sitting in 12th place out of 13 with 4 wins, 6 draws, 8 losses, 18 points. As we're Loyal are sitting now in 3rd place. Coming after this game on Monday, July 4th, Loyal we're going to face in Colorado against Colorado Springs, which is a 2nd place team. It's one of the best teams in the USL. Loyal playing away, as it's not a secret, it's not the best team in the world. But they got it done against Colorado Springs, Tony. They ended up winning this game in the 4th of July, 3-2 against 2nd place team, cutting their points 2 points behind them now, which is huge. It is huge for San Diego Loyal to win this game, especially playing them again at home in the 18th.
On the 18th to make up for the one that was suspended due to COVID. So very interesting matchup here. These are 2 of the top teams in the West. Just went back. 2 of the top teams in the West. So it was meant. Either way, it's meant to be a really good match. It's not like a New Mexico Phoenix earlier where you had all of Phoenix out due to COVID, and it's just like they're playing against kids. Like, no, these are still.
You have Haji Berry, who is probably one of the best strikers. He was the MVP last season for the USL. So
happy birthday, Elijah Martin.
Yeah, he was one of the players to watch out for when you're a defender for San Diego Loyal. But this is the starting lineup. Very similar to the last game, except no Kyle Vassell because of the red card. He got suspended 2 games, so he won't be against Los Dos.
Which could have been 3.
Could have been 3, but he'll be back for the next game against the Switchbacks.
So, Kyle, after the Orange County match, I hear reports that Kyle went into the booth and just said, Orange County 1, San Diego Loyal 2. But he was hooded. So that was pretty neat.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. That is very dope.
But yeah, those would I cannot confirm. No, I wasn't there
It's rumors.
at that point. But yeah.
So we have Coque Vegas on goal.
Interesting.
You have Stoneman. Interesting. Stoneman, Kyle Adams, Elijah Martin playing your 3 center back positions essentially. You're gonna have Colin Martin, Charlie Adams, center mids. Jack Blake playing kind of like that right back position on defense and then transitioning higher up on top.
Wing? Is he a right wing back though? Like, he's not a right wing back.
You can see in this game
he's
the
a
space.
Fielder playing a right wing.
Essentially, he's been playing on the right mid position for Loyal since he got signed.
Yeah.
And you have Guido playing that center attacking mid position. You have Nick Moon playing on that left wing back maybe position. And then you have Tumi Moshobani and Amat up on top. So it's still a very strong lineup from San Diego Loyal, right? So with this game, it didn't start off so good, Tony. They started off losing 1-0. Haji Berry ended up scoring with a mistake from Kyle Adams, just tackling Alejandro Guido. And
let's see if I can.
Let's see if we can find that real quick. I think it's there. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So 35th minute.
You get this ball through
ball between 4
both players
defenders.
are late. Both players are late to this. But it's just, again, the miscommunication, right?
I think it's the second time that Guido gets taken out like this. I think it happened in Tampa Bay. Like, there's...
By Kyle Adams again?
Maybe, I think. Might have been Stoneman.
Like, nothing Coca can do there, right?
Nothing Coca can do.
It's,
I mean,
they
it's a
both
one-on-one,
mistimed
you're
the
not
ball.
expecting it. Yeah.
You got to talk there. If one of you is going to get there, again, the miscommunication is huge in this defense for San Diego Loyal. But, okay, they're up. They're down 1-0 at half. It's looking like, oh, man, it's going to be one of those games where we're away. We're not going to play good. Nothing's going to happen. We're getting some chances, but we're not getting any shots. We don't have Kyle Vassell up on top to get the ball in the net. Second half comes around. They almost get scored on again. They hit a post. Then you get a corner kick. I don't know if you want to pull up the highlights real quick.
I got you.
Oh, cool. So this happens. They're going to start out. This is in the first half. They get the chances, but they just can't put the ball in the net, right? Kyle Adams almost redeemed himself getting that goal, which
Set
he did in the
pieces have
second
been
half.
big. Like, set pieces have been big this season
It
for San
happened.
Diego Loyal.
This is starting the second half right here. Almost gets scored on. Going down 2-0 at this time would have been the worst thing in the world for San Diego Loyal.
Yeah. So they maintained that score line, and that's important. It's just as important as scoring, right? It's not getting scored on. But you were talking about something around here.
A little
higher.
Yeah. It's the corners. Set
here we go.
Here it is.
So
in the 50th minute.
51st.
51st, yeah.
Alan.
Sorry, Alan.
Salud, Alan.
Sorry, Alan. You have to play. You're going to have to cross from Charlie Adams, who, by the way, he has been fantastic at set pieces. You have Kyle Adams over 2 defenders. Headers. Those defenders just completely sucked at doing that. They just didn't jump. None of them jumped.
Lost in
Kyle
the
Adams
sauce.
ended up jumping and getting that goal.
No marking. If it was better positioning, like if I want to stop it right here, like Kyle, he did the most difficult thing. He's technically getting covered by 2 people. You have, I believe that's Among just roaming free. 3 center backs just ball watching at that point. I would have been pissed if it was a goalkeeper. Like there's nothing.
Had this been Loyal defending, we would have been all over them.
We would have been all over it, 100%.
It's such a classic thing for a USL team to do, just miss marking. And then you have this ball from Alejandro. This play, by the way.
You were talking about it like you think.
This
like,
is probably the
one
second
of
best
the
play
best.
I've seen them do. The first one being that.
All right, so let's describe it
Sacramento,
for these listeners here. So you got Alejandro Guido getting the ball at midfield, turning over to his right, through ball to the right side over to Thomas Among. Among stops the ball, back into the middle. Dummy by Jack Blake into the Manchon de Penal. Offloads it to
Good
Toomey.
shit by Toomey, just getting onside right there. You can see him kind of sidestepping backwards, knowing he's going to be onside. Charlie Adams, great awareness. He could have easily taken that shot.
Yeah.
He went for the pass. Toomey had the open shot. Beautiful goal.
Again,
beautiful goal for my San
Jack
Diego Loyal.
Blake just to have the confidence, the wherewithal to be able to do that dummy at that exact time. Like that's just a quality.
Chef's kiss, dude. That dummy was just. Whew.
Yeah,
But like
getting
any
back to that
Loyal
level.
thing in the world, they're going to do it Loyal.
Immediately.
2 minutes after,
Immediately.
they do this. A shot, handball by Stoneman. Alan Underwood, Mr. Underwood himself, was very wordy on Twitter saying that was a garbage call. It was not a handball. Alan always pulls up the receipts and the rules and the written whatever, and he just says that that's a natural hand position. I'm sorry. Nowhere in the world is a defender.
Yeah.
When you're sliding, is this a natural hand position?
Yeah, this man is taking off for flight. Like, he is ready to ascend, and that's the thing we were talking about. Like, you are trained as a center back defender, whatever. If you're in the box and there's a shot, you're trying to block it, put your hands either to your side,
Right here,
chicken wing it, something.
Never jump out like this. You never do that.
If that was the case, look at where it hit him, right? Like, it hit him on the outside.
Right here.
Right here on the
Right here.
Put your body in there. Would the ball have ricocheted off? Like, you never know.
Some people saying it was kind of harsh, giving him a yellow card. He's already carded.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is a shot on target. It's a clear chance on goal.
Yeah.
You block it with your hand, whether it was intentional or not.
Get carded.
You get yellow carded. He's already on a yellow card. Bye-bye Stoneman, who won't see him again next week.
So no Stoneman, no Vassell.
I mean, you have Voxel. Voxel went in for Tumi Moshobani immediately right before this penalty. And then Loyal playing with 10 men. Do the unthinkable.
Resilience.
You kind of think, okay,
Away.
1 point against Colorado is not going to be bad. Screw it. We're down a man. Then this happens.
And this isn't the first time we see this team go down a person. I think it was Stoneman too.
Yeah.
And still be attacking and still go after them. And again, you're talking about the celebration that half of
Oh, I
Loyal.
didn't know you were cool like that, bro. It's a TikTok thing, guys.
But yeah, this is a goal that San Diego Loyal usually gets scored on, right? Like it's just a fluke goal where right place, right time, the ball just ricochets in the right direction.
It's a very goal for Loyal to get scored on.
Yeah.
That's something that they would have gotten scored on if had it happened. But luckily, gracefully, it was on their side now.
Yeah, exactly. So San Diego Loyal with that end up getting the victory.
But then you score this goal and you keep watching the game and you're like, oh, shit, okay, this is going to be the worst 10 minutes of my life.
10 minutes, look at that time.
And then you go into the 99th minute.
99th.
The last 3 minutes, the Colorado players were literally just walking on top, and then the Loyal just couldn't keep control, and they just kept giving the ball away, giving Colorado chances still. Again, they pulled it off. They get the win. Landon was happy. You can see him smiling. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. He's happy. Evan Conway becomes the hero for San Diego Loyal with that goal. And now it's 3 wins in a row, Tony. They beat Indy 11 5-0.
Yeah.
Orange County 2-1.
Yeah.
And now Colorado Switchbacks 3-2. Pretty solid run for San Diego Loyal.
They've been doing really well.
Do you think they can go on another 7-game winning streak like last season?
I'm not sure if a 7-game winning streak is in their cards right now. Like I could see.
So they have Los Dos
there.
They have Los Dos next week, and they have Dangerous Players last. When's the last time they played? They played. They drew 2-2 away. Right, so that's the last time they played, May 28th. Galaxy, like Alan has told us before, is very tough to play out away.
Yeah.
This was the game where they got 10 minutes of extra time, and they got scored on the 92nd, then the 97 with the penalty at the last minute. So I do think Loyal have what it takes to win this game.
I think so too, because San Diego Loyal has been able to historically do well against Los Dos, not just at home specifically too. So I think that's going to be for their benefit. So I really think that San Diego Loyal has a chance to overtake Colorado in the second place really soon. They do have one game in hand, Colorado does, compared to San Diego Loyal's 17-18. They're just down 2 points in third place. San Antonio still up in first place. They're actually playing really good.
Again, you want to finish in the top 4 and get that home playoff match.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Vasiliadis
wants. That's what your chairman wants.
You had it last season, and you jinxed it selling tickets early.
Yep.
Or reserving the playoff tickets. So please don't.
That.
I really hope they don't do that.
Don't do that.
Because if that happens again and they do it, man.
Don't publicize it. Just tell your season ticket holders, hey, you do this, and they'll do it, because those people are the ones that are going to be, those are the people that are going to be there anyway. So just give them a heads up. So, Landon, what did you have to say about this Colorado game?
I really wish they would do
virtual
press conferences after.
Yeah, you hear that?
Especially in away games. That would be cool.
First of all, that's a really, really, really good team. As good as we've played this year. And really proud of their response. Even when we went down a man, continuing to play like the home team. And a lot of teams probably would have backed off and said, let's pray to get a tie here. But our guys wanted to keep going and win the game. So really proud of our guys against a really, really good team. And great performance from everyone.
Then you really can't say anything other than that.
Again, you're down 10 men with at least 25 minutes left in the half. You're kind of hoping, okay, if we pull off this draw, a point away is good against the second place team. That's decent. It's nothing to be, oh man, Loyal had it. No, shit happens in a game, right? They pull off the win. It is amazing. On to the next. You have Los Dos. Do you have a match prediction for that game?
I want to say a 3-1. They'll score 3, but they'll get 1 back at the end, just because they have good attacking players, and they kind of have that speed advantage. And Kyle Vassell.
I'm gonna go 4-2. High scoring game. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. Saturday, 7 p.m. game.
I'm kind of looking at this.
At this what?
Where'd it go? I lost it. At this team that traveled.
Oh.
It doesn't seem. I don't know. So last time this happened actually was New Mexico. We caught up with him over at the hangar. We asked him, and he said he picked up something. So
Are you talking about
Hopefully that's not
AG1?
the case. Yeah, he's not.
He wasn't on the bench.
Wasn't on
That's
the bench.
very interesting.
Okay.
Those of you wondering, we don't know why he wasn't on the bench.
Interesting.
We'll try to find out and see if we can share anything soon. But I don't think he was injured.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
So,
All right. Anyway, so
We'll see, man.
that it happened. So good job, San Diego Loyal. Moving on to San Diego Wave, porque las Olas did play at home. They were here at Torero Stadium.
this was
I'd hate to be the guy that just like schedules these, like USD just.
yeah. Some of these games are, especially once they move to Snapdragon, some of them are colliding.
Yeah,
There's 2 games that are going to be played at Snapdragon during the regular season and then playoffs. But the starting lineup was a little different. You have 4 or 5 players that normally are in the starting lineup that are not there for this game. So good news back. You had Abby Dalkemper back, wearing the captain armband. Solid. She's back. You have Emily Van Egmond, who came back from international duty, and I think she's gonna end up leaving again for those. Hope don't.
She's
mark
been
my words.
she's been a staple in that lineup. Kelsey Turnbull has also had some first team starting minutes.
Yeah, she's been starting. She's kind of played like center attacking mid, up on top. Kristen McNabb, center mid, solid. She's been a starter since the beginning. Mackenzie Doniak, one of those higher up the field players, like winger, striker. They rotated a lot, so it's kind of hard to tell where they each started. You have Kaylee Reel playing center back along Abby Dalkemper, who has been starting along with Naomi Girma because Dalkemper has been hurt. So now essentially you can have Abby and Naomi Girma when they come back. So then you're also going to have, oh, hey, what happened?
I don't know.
You're playing.
Mouses.
Tegan McGrady, solid left back. She's been starting every game as well. Kristen Westphal, who has been probably one of the best right backs this season so far. You have Carly Telford, backup goalkeeper, who's experienced as well. Not a bad goalkeeper. We've seen her at trainings. She can play as well.
She can play.
You have Belle Breedy, who on the blog I called her Breed because I didn't know how to pronounce it, but it's Belle Breedy, who ended up scoring the second goal, I believe. You have Marlene Schimmer also playing, and who are you missing here, Tony? You're missing starting goalkeeper
Sheridan. So she was actually started today or yesterday
for Canada.
The Canada national team.
They're playing a CONCACAF like tournament, right? Like kind of like the Gold Cup. No, maybe not the Gold Cup. What is it?
I don't know. Like they have, I think it is that like their version of it. Sold out Torero Stadium. Again, I've never seen Torero as packed as I do whenever San Diego Wave is playing, and this is a testament to. I mean, I really don't know half the people there.
It's called the CONCACAF Women's Championship.
Nice. That's good to know, actually.
Yeah.
But it's impressive. I don't know if half the people that were in the stadium didn't know that Morgan and all the stars were on international duty.
It was sold out still.
But it was still sold out, so that's a positive.
Again, 4th of July weekend.
July
Washington Spirit also had 7 players who were out due to being in the national team as well.
Which is, I mean, this is what kind of happens when you have a league that has 12 teams. Like, you're going to be missing a lot of the superstars.
I think in the national team right now, there's only like 2 or 3 players that are playing overseas.
Okay.
Most of your squad is playing in the NWSL, which essentially is pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's good, especially domestically. Like, you want to have a good
So this play,
base.
Go back a little bit, if you can go back. So you give the ball to Kelsey Turnbull. Westphal does the overlap, back heel pass, open lane, does the diagonal. The first player doesn't get it, and it's Brady that scored it.
Belle
Breedy. Great play.
Or
the
Doniak.
First 20 minutes might have been Doniak.
You said Belle Brady scored the second one, right?
It might have been flip flop. Like
Flippity flop.
again, I'm still learning the names, especially
Cove.
as for the backup players.
The Cove goes wild.
Dude, it was a great play, honestly. Kelsey Turnbull balled out. She's been struggling a little bit, but she had a pretty good game. Where
You were awful
does
critical
keep us.
of Turnbow, like in person. Like,
I'm
you're just
I'm
like,
still a little hesitant. I think she can offer more. I think she's having difficulty adapting to the league, but she's playing. She's not playing bad. She's still making key passes. Her shot's off. Like she can't get a shot
she
on
needs
target.
to figure out her left or her right because she can kick with both, but let's figure one out. Like well, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, she's just not hitting the target when she shoots. So yeah, Brady scored the second one. That was Doniak on the first one.
Casey Stoney handing double high fives
Yeah,
everywhere.
so you don't have Naomi Girma.
Okay.
You don't have Taylor Korniak.
Okay.
You don't
Morgan,
have Alex Morgan.
Sheridan.
You don't have Safia Jacobson.
And Jakobsen.
And then you don't have Sheridan.
Yeah.
That's 5 starters. Jacobson sometimes starts, sometimes doesn't. But essentially, that's 5
And
starters.
then it's deploy Amira Ali.
Yeah, she came in in the second half, and oh boy, is she a difference maker. Like just her speed and her
Game
strength
changer.
compared to what other players are, it is amazing. I got some highlights on that where she's just kind of running and just
Those
overtaking players.
quick turns that she does, she just destroys players on the side. Eventually, on the second half, San Diego Wave do concede 1 goal, making it a 2-1.
Westphal
affair.
just nutmegging a player, and I put it on the vlog. I put it in slow mo too.
Oh,
And that tells me you didn't
boy.
watch the vlog. So,
No, I watched it.
oh, then you
I didn't want to. I mean,
Sure.
it's a preview for everybody who wants to watch it now. Like,
Yeah, you should go watch that vlog for sure. I worked really hard on it.
is it up?
that's
Is it live now?
Yeah, it's up. It's been up since yesterday.
I didn't see the tweet.
I
Oh, I
did?
did see the tweet.
I tweeted it, Instagram.
I seen it, boy. Instagram.
This is
they
the
put
standings for
wave.
San Diego Wave right now in the NWSL. They're still holding that first place lead with 11 games played, 6 wins, 2 losses, 3 ties, 21 points. It is not bad. It is solid.
Mhm.
It is very solid. I think this is exceeding expectations. But this is the team we were promised at the beginning of the season, remember?
Yeah.
They told us, sources told us, hey, like this
Sources.
team is stacked. Like this team is very good. There's people that know more about the league that know that expansion teams don't perform that well.
I mean, in
So
any sport, right?
everyone is very surprised by this.
Yeah, in any sport, like hockey, again, I don't watch a lot of hockey, but like the Las Vegas Knights in their first inaugural season won the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you know, that's so rare for that to happen for an expansion team. But, you know, it's a league with 12 teams. It's 10 years old and it's growing. So it's good to see SD up top in LA just, man, since Kristen Presk and tore her ACL, it's been going down.
And then not only that, but you have Alex Morgan, who's playing with the national team, and she's still scoring goals with them as well.
Still scoring goals.
She scored 2 goals, I believe.
Teaching Korniak. Korniak got a goal of her own. That was fun. So
Just that same day, Alex Morgan scored twice against Haiti. So it's not like she's just dominating she's on a good run right now. She is on good form, which is amazing when you have Alex Morgan. Because you first signed Alex Morgan at the beginning of the season, and you're thinking, well, is this the same Alex Morgan? She hasn't been really on top of her game in maybe a year or two.
she's shutting everybody up. Yeah, it's Pen Alex, 100%. Like, let's.
She's está callando bocas. She's playing really good. And
She's
scoring
playing
goals.
really good, but the stats also have to be, considered padded in a sense.
But still, even
Like
her
4
leadership on the
4
field,
penalties is a lot of penalties.
doesn't matter. Out of 10 goals, 11 goals,
That's almost half, 50%.
she's on record to break the record of the
yeah,
season.
no, I cannot
She's
wait.
gonna
to
have,
see
I
that.
believe, 8 games back
Oh,
left
yeah.
in the season
We
when
have to
they
be
come
the
back.
first ones to ask her. Oh, but, Alex.
What
What's her full name?
I think it's Alex Morgan.
Alexandra
Alexandra.
Carrasco. Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Okay.
We'll see if she's married.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But that's kind of what we have for San Diego Wave. Oh, do we have to? We're
America's
through this
Day
topic.
was yesterday, or what?
We're sprinting through these topics, but it's great. San Diego Wave plays Angel City next at the bank.
If you don't like it, we can slow it down.
No, I like it. Again, it's a little shorter because Alan gives a lot of
know.
points for San Diego
Alan.
Loyal, so we didn't
Miss
have
you,
Alan's
Alan.
intake.
And we don't have the cool comments. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's
Sorry
Tony's fault.
Sorry for loving America.
Sorry for having
Sorry
fun.
for living in the greatest country in the world.
Oh well,
Give me another country.
Japan.
We've lived in Mexico, so we know what it's like to live in another country and have
Japan, it's probably better.
probably better.
Sweden is probably
they're
better.
incredibly xenophobic. They're not fans of the purity of the Japanese blood being mixed.
Okay, neither are people here in the U.S.
Well, we are definitely more open to it because we are a bigger country.
Some
By the
people,
way,
some
by the
people.
way, by the way, USA 2, Japan 0. Just saying.
Oh, no.
Um,
Oh, man. Pinche Mexico, güey.
so Mexico, obviously we've been talking about it, the demise. And maybe that's why, because we started a podcast and we've been like rooting for America and Landon Donovan and stuff. Mexico, just the decline is happening. Like Rome is crumbling, and it's not going to be pretty because they are fucking up. The future is not looking bright. They did not.
So that's the thing with Mexico,
Qualify.
right? It's getting to a point where we can't even be proud of the youngsters. We're so proud of the generation of players that Giovanni Santos, Chicharito, those players, that generation that won the first under 17 World Cup.
Remember how hyped
And
we were?
you had Carlos Fierro generation, who none of those players really went on to do anything, but they won the under 17 World Cup as
Yeah.
well.
We had so high hopes.
So then you have the 2012 Olympic team who won the gold medal, and then you had this one that ended up getting bronze. And now we're not going to have an Olympic team in 2024 for soccer. They ended up losing in the quarterfinals against Guatemala in this CONCACAF Under-20 tournament. They lost in penalties, 2-1.
The U.S. won, by the way.
The U.S. won it.
The U.S. won it.
Not only won it, just dominated through it.
Like, this is not good for world soccer because...
No, for Mexico.
No, for world soccer that the United States is figuring their shit out, and that's not okay.
They won't surpass other teams, though.
No, because I think they're doing it right. Like, this is the fruits of the labor of, like, and people hate him, Jurgen Klinsmann,
But
and
in-
starting
but in
those
tournaments like
basics.
this-
Like, under 20, like, that 19-year-olds. Like, we're talking about, like, 20 years ago, those seeds were planted, and they're fucking coming up.
Okay,
and
once they win
scary.
a World Cup, like under 20 World Cup, under 17 World Cup, then I'll be like, okay, shit's changing for them.
But here's the thing. We were talking all this hot garbage, like when Mexico won it, when Chucho Ramirez and his kids ended up winning that.
Well, I mean, until they win one of those, I don't know, like at least get a gold medal in soccer or something. But right now, Mexico it's in shambles right now.
It is not good because
So now there's the topics of Qatar and what Mexico should do for this World Cup. Should one just get the experienced players and try to pass the group stage and get to that fourth game and quinto partido soñado. Oh, we didn't get there. We lost to France in the round of 16.
We'll get out of the group stages.
Or Tony, hear me out. There's a lot of good takes on this. You call up a bunch of young players and you tell them this World Cup, you can fuck up as much as you want. This World Cup is just used for experience to get you guys ready for 2026 in the U.S.
Never gonna
Which, by the
happen.
way, we're going to be hosting that World Cup. Mexico's hosting that World Cup as well. The embarrassment of just not performing well or even good at all, it's terrible.
I mean,
so I'm a fan of that idea of calling Marcelo Flores, starting him and telling him, hey, make as many mistakes as you want right now. Calling Charlie Rodriguez and just throwing him in the starting lineup. A bunch of young players. None of this Andrés Guardado, Gallardo, Héctor Moreno, Ochoa. None of this over 30 players. None of them should get called up. You call these youngsters. You tell them they lose every single game. I don't care. But this World Cup is used as a practice for 2026.
That is never going to happen.
It should, though. You don't think that should happen? What do you think of that idea? Should that happen, maybe?
Not completely offloaded. There's some players that I still think deserve to be in that national team just because.
Guardado?
Yeah.
Gallardo?
Sprinkle them in there. Sprinkle the kids in there.
Oh, my God.
Sprinkle you can't just de una.
It's that mentality
It's
that's
not de
still
una.
fucking
No.
Mexico over.
It's half of
It's
the
that same mentality that
It's
you're
half
having
of
that's
the
screwing
mentality.
Mexico over.
It's half the mentality.
People like you and a lot of fans like that,
No.
you guys are scared
Because
of
you play
moving
'em.
on with
No,
players and giving them that experience.
You play them. Here's the thing. Like,
No, just throw 'em all out there.
No. You take them. Take them because Mexico's taken the kids, but they've left them on the bench. That's the issue. If you start developing those key players in those key roles in the key areas, then you can start building. You have that.
I don't see that
solid
happening
point.
until you just throw them all on there. Like, Herrera,
And what?
Guardado,
And then what? Have
Ochoa.
them be the
All these players should not be called up for this next World Cup.
Have them be the embarrassment of Mexico.
No.
Listen.
Yes,
have
but
them be the embarrassment of Mexican soccer. Put them under the pressure of the Mexican
no,
media and watch them all crumble.
Because you make it clear. You make it clear at the beginning. Maybe we're not going to do so good in this World Cup. But this is a practice. Anybody that knows soccer and knows that they do this, they're going to. I'm sorry, but sure you can.
It's not like Mexico's gonna ever miss a World Cup anyways because they're expanding to 48 teams.
Even if they expand to 48 teams, I have no idea what we're gonna be doing in the future.
Fine. Like
there
they're
needs
gonna
to be
be
changed.
Fair.
If you fire Tata, who would you
Fair.
want as a coach for the future for Mexico? I want a young coach. I want Jimmy Lozano. Jimmy Lozano did great with the Olympic team.
He just said he didn't want it. He didn't want it.
Try to convince him. We need someone young. I'm tired of this older coaches just being
gradual. Yes, I'll let's move
thing.
into that.
It's
but
not. It's not. Let's be realistic.
Just change it.
Let's be realistic. It's not going to change at all, just because of all the money that the federation is putting the pressure on Tata, saying you need to start Ochoa because Ochoa sells tickets. You need to start Herrera because Herrera's going to sell tickets.
It's not the federation like FIFA.
It's not FIFA.
Probably.
It's the federation.
It's the federation, but FIFA would lose money if
the federation is so corrupt in Mexico that it's the main reason why Mexico is just going to shit right now, and it's really hard to defend against. Again, shout out to the boy Jerry, but he had tweeted, this is the certificate or the application if you want to switch over to the U.S. And I legit said, I'd rather stop being a fan of the sport than ever consider switching and rooting for the United States men's soccer team. And I'll go to the grave with that mentality. Yeah, I don't care what any of you guys have to tell me about that.
Christian Eriksen's joining Manchester United?
Yes, he is. What? Erik Ten Hag convinced them, my guy.
Oh, man.
I guess that's a great transition to that.
The theater of dreams going to turn into the theater of graves.
Dude.
That's gonna be terrible,
dude. You can't say that.
Can he make a pace, or does the pacemaker? Man, don't. If he scores a goal and be like, you might,
That's fucked up. Hopefully that doesn't happen. The shit that Manchester United will get. We're already known for ruining players' careers.
Lives. You saw his wife. We all saw his wife.
We should not be laughing about this. We should not be laughing about this. You're a terrible person for that.
This is a reality. It might happen.
So Manchester United, transfer market wise,
shock to the system.
It's not the best so far.
Yeah.
They have two signings with Eriksen. They signed that young left back Malaga or something like that. Yeah. They snatched him from Lyon. Lyon was going to get him. He's from the Netherlands. Against Ten Hag he wants to bring a lot of players that are Netherlands descent.
Frankie de Jong.
Which I'm all for. I love the way Netherlands players play. I'm all for that. I love their style of play. It's something different that Manchester United could need, right? So you get that left back. Supposedly Tejes is going to get sold because right now we have 4 left backs. We have Luke Shaw, Tejes, Malaga, and Brandon Williams.
Man, that Tejes signing should have been really good. I really love Tejes.
He got injured as well.
I know.
You have still in talks with Frankie de Jong. President of Barcelona said that they don't want to sell him, but the only way Barcelona is ever going to save their debt is by putting every single sponsor on the shirt, like any sponsor.
Yeah,
they're bound to have like
Pornhub,
something like that in their jersey, and it's just gonna be like 30 sponsors on there. So they have to get rid of players. They are trying to get rid of Puig. Yeah. They need to get rid of Umtiti.
Yes.
They pay that dude way too much money.
And they doubled down on him after, too. That was so weird. That's so wild. After everybody hated him.
So you have Frankie de Jong maybe on the move to United. He wants to stay at Barcelona. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I saw a tweet that it was pretty cool. It said, sometimes it's the right team at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
And that's exactly what's going to happen with Cristiano Ronaldo if he joins Chelsea. Like, it's the right team. Like, it's always been the right team.
Now Bayern Munich is on the talks as well. Ronaldo wants out of United.
Does Ronaldo want to go to cold Bavaria?
No, the thing is, if you're a United fan and you're upset that Ronaldo wants to leave, can you really be upset?
No,
you can't.
It was a bad move.
He was our top scorer this past season.
Sure.
Even that Manchester United this last season,
That's how bad you guys
they
are.
did not win a single game where Ronaldo did not play in.
Damn. So 0 wins for you guys next year. Love it. I love it.
Not under Ten Hag. We have Eriksen. Eriksen's gonna win us games.
Man, that's gonna be a
So
hard
Ronaldo wants
stopper.
out. Where do you see Ronaldo landing?
Chelsea. I'm okay with that.
You want him at Chelsea?
Yeah. It'll improve my FIFA team. That's gonna look like a really cool Ultimate Team card. Not gonna lie. But yes.
But if it's not Chelsea, realistically, where do you see him landing?
Where?
I can see Bayern Munich being a possibility. I can see him maybe going back to Madrid.
After they got rid of Bale like that.
And then after Benzema just had one of the best seasons of his life.
Yeah, you don't need that overshadow. But like, he's been to Italy, he's been to Spain, he's been to the Premier League.
Some sources say that Sporting want him back.
He's too good to go to Sporting.
He wants Champions League.
Yeah, no, I mean, so that's why he's out.
He
of
has what
United.
it takes to still win the Champions League at 37, 38, 39 years old.
Join Chelsea. We're about to make a run, guy.
Liverpool?
No, they'll be fine. Even though they do need a 9, and he can play a 9.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where Ronaldo ends up.
Two Brazilians that do end up going somewhere. Richarlison, the El Pichon, over to Tottenham.
What do you think of Tottenham?
KSI, the boy. You seen that?
You don't know the chant?
I do.
What do you think of Tottenham? Say it. You don't know it? Shit. What do you think of shit? Tottenham. Thank you. That's all right. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. It's a great
clip.
Yeah, it's a clip. Yeah, KSI doing it with
Logan
Paul. And Logan Paul's just like, what the fuck's going on? He needs to get educated. We hate Tottenham chant. KSI.
No. No.
This is great. Look at it. He's like, what? He has no idea what
future
Tottenham
WWE
is.
Hall of Famer Jake Paul.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. They did also chant "fuck Jake Paul" at his brother, which is fun.
Gabriel Jesus went to Arsenal,
Gabriel Jesus went to Arsenal, so that's
which is a great signing for them.
Yeah, I mean he's a really good player.
I mean, he wasn't gonna stay at City.
But I think it's gonna be another Lacazette situation where it's like he's a really good player, but like
He's younger than Lacazette. Gabriel Jesus is still, what, 24?
no, but when
25?
Lacazette got there,
He was, what,
like-
26, 27?
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Calvin Phillips signs for Manchester City.
Ooh.
Another player that they don't need.
Yeah,
A player that could have gone to Manchester United and would have
just
fit perfectly, and he prefers to just play on the bench for City and just maybe get some playing time.
Nope.
Man, it's a weird transfer market. It's still barely much starting. But is there a player that you feel like can make a move that would just surprise everyone? Garrett Bell to LAFC was very
That
surprising.
was pretty cool.
But is there another big signing like that you're like, oh shit, I was not expecting this?
I mean, where's Suarez gonna go?
So somebody asked me that on Instagram, and I give 3 options, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, Bayern Munich, they need a striker.
They do need a striker.
After they sell.
Where's Lewandowski gonna go?
So Lewandowski should be going to Barca anytime soon, but I think they're still trying to figure out their financials. I think if Barca can't sign him, he's gonna stay at Bayern Munich. So if Lewa stays at Bayern, Suarez doesn't go there. I can see him landing at Liverpool. He'd be great for rotations. They need a number 9.
Yeah.
He can still play.
Yeah.
Or I can see him just going MLS somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's Inter Miami, whether it's
And then
LA
join with
Galaxy.
Messi later. Oh,
Galaxy just playing up on top with Chicharito. But I can see him going to an MLS team as well. I don't think that's what he wants. I can see him also maybe going to Boca Juniors or some place in South America.
Yeah, he reminds me of like Tevez. Like he would.
Yeah, it's Uruguayo.
Uruguayo.
But I can see him playing in the best teams in South America
Can see
with
that.
Boca Juniors or River Plate or something
Con
like
la
that.
América, güey. No.
No, I don't think he's too big for the Mexican soccer. But Suarez,
For small teams.
those
like
are some of the
America.
places I see him landing. But yeah, man, like it'll be interesting to see.
Pogba back to Juventus.
Is it official? Yes, right?
Yeah,
No, yeah.
It's not like he has an
Di
agent.
Maria is going to Juventus on a one-year
Yes,
deal.
yes.
Di Maria, where do you rank him Argentina-wise, like national team? I rank him at number 3
All time? All time?
all time.
You never watched Tevez, Hernan Crespo. You never
I
watched
think
Saviola.
he has been more impressive than those players. Than Tevez?
Kun Agüero.
More impressive. This guy
So,
does literally
Maradona,
everything.
Messi,
He's
Di
at
Maria.
that level. It just gets overshadowed by all the things
No.
Messi has done.
No.
Di Maria is such a top player in the world.
Yeah, he had a great time at Manchester United.
He had a great time at Madrid, winning the Champions League for
Yeah,
them.
next to, obviously.
Doesn't matter.
greatest
He
player of all
carried that
time.
team against Atletico Madrid. He carried that game. He carried that Real Madrid team. For Argentina, I think he's almost leading in assists or leads in assists, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
can see that.
I rank him at number 3, Argentina all time.
Wow. That's
Messi,
controversial.
Maradona, Di Maria. Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
list. I think that we'll as the World Cup comes closer, we'll look at
Oh,
like,
that would be a good little
top
session, right?
tens.
Just top players of each country.
All right, let me kick your ass at a quiz.
Ooh, last time did I win last time?
Yes, you did.
Challenge.
Oh no, we
No,
tied.
I-
We tied.
We tied.
We tied.
So this
Where's
is
the
guess the
whiteboard?
club mascots.
Where's the whiteboards?
I
Get
don't
the
know.
whiteboards.
I don't know. I don't. Do you have a whiteboard marker?
Do you have a marker?
Ah, jeez, slamming everything. Clack, 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 clack.
Huh? All right. I looked up this quiz.
Oh, so you're cheating. Got
No,
it.
no, no.
Got it.
I saw the most recent one, and it's guess the club by their mascots, and I figured you would love this one.
Really?
You love mascots.
I don't know a lot of mascots.
I don't know a lot of mascots in soccer either, but
This
It'll be
is
fun.
a new total football.
I'm not
quiz
expecting much
challenge.
for us here.
Guess the football team. Remember that you
We're good
will
on time,
only
right?
have a few
Yeah.
seconds
Okay, cool.
to answer. Let's get started. First question.
Arsenal. That's the gunner, right? That's the
It's-
one.
Okay,
OC.
timeout. So it's first. Okay, cool. I'll let you have that point.
Oh,
Got
okay.
it.
We'll go turn. We'll go turns. You'll go the second turn.
All
So
right.
You can get the second turn, but that's Arsenal, right? I think that's Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean that's the Emirates.
yeah.
That's kind of gives it away.
OC paid for his wages. Remember they were gonna cut him, and OC paid for his wages.
OC's such a weird person. Like he's such a noble
Second
dude.
question.
Yeah, no, that's Atletico Madrid.
I think
And
so.
the answer is
Right?
Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Germans wouldn't have a lovable mascot like
choose the
that.
correct option.
Oof.
Those-
Oh man, I'm gonna go Chelsea.
None.
Yeah.
The
Woo.
boys. The boys. Oh, pues A.
I don't know. They both have crowns.
They both have crowns. Oh boy, but it's the same old school pattern. Yeah, no, it's A. It's Sociedad. I need names for these, by the way. Like
Question
this.
5.
Oh shit. He's a bat. Valencia have a bat on top. I'm gonna go
that'd
with
be
Valencia.
smart. Unless it's the first one we started tricking you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. We're good.
Okay, they're pretty easy.
All right.
Oh.
I'll see. Wait, because that looks like a Hotspur. That's a B. That's a Brighton. Parece más
correct
pajarraco
answer
que
is-
nada.
I thought this was gonna be harder, honestly.
Next
Maybe it gets harder.
question.
Oh shit. I don't think in Italy they'll have that, so I'm gonna go Newcastle.
Yeah, St. James Park.
Oh my god!
Oh, I got it. Ooh, what? A blue dragon? Okay, Schalke. Schalke. But like, would Porto have that? I'm going A, Schalke.
Oh my god, they're
All
getting
right.
hard.
All
Okay,
right.
cool.
Guess the next one.
What? What?
I'm gonna go with Benfica.
Yeah, it seems like a cool
Yeah,
beach vibe. Like, I don't see a cold Crystal Palace.
Oh my god,
goodness, we're sucking. What
dude!
is this?
Question 10.
Unosito? Bayern Munich?
Jogi Bear?
The Mainchen?
You going Bayern?
I'm gonna go B.
The answer is
B.
Mine.
A.
Bayern
Sure.
Munich. Holy shit.
Los Ositos for sucking. What is that? Oh, I know what this is.
I'm gonna go with Villarreal. It's un submarino.
Yeah, it's a submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Guess the following question.
Ah, come on.
That's an A. That's an A. Because clearly that's not.
The correct
They should have not put the
alternative
stadiums
The
in the back.
stadium, but it's the Red Devils.
Yeah. So you out of high school?
I'm gonna go with Leon just because
It's a lion.
it's a lion and Red
Not a
Bulls.
bull.
Just, yeah,
Not a bull.
I kind of gave it away.
Guess the answer.
Oh,
A.
because it looks like it.
Because it looks like it, 100%. It looks like a flying lobster.
The answer is
Frankfurt.
B.
B.
What?
Liverpool. It's a crab. What is that?
What?
Another bear.
Chimba bear marihuana.
I'm gonna go with PSV just because they're a friendly, loving team, and that looks pretty loving. Yes, go.
Guess the correct option.
A bumblebee. This seems deceiving. I want to say A, but I'm gonna go.
And the answer
A.
is
The yellow
Yeah,
brick wall, right?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. Oh,
Another
Toluca.
Red Devil.
Toluca, güey.
That's not Toluca, is it? I'm gonna go B. Just in the background it says Liga, La Liga.
Sí, güey, no mames.
guess the football team.
Oh, Cuervos, Cuervos! Ah! Oh shit.
Newcastle wouldn't have
The
heard like
answer
that.
is
A. I'm gonna go A. Ooh. Yes.
Man.
They're wild ass.
Sporting or Celtic? Ah, the background looks very similar for both. I'm gonna go Celtic.
Los perritos.
Okay.
All right.
Los
Didn't know they had
Los
dogs.
Wow-Wows.
Oh no, that's not a
the
fox.
correct answer
B.
is
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a fox.
It's the. Do you know what that is? I'll
Is it
tell
a-
you later.
Wolverine, maybe?
It's a
Uh,
wolf mother. Yes.
I'm gonna go Sporting. This looks very Ronaldo-like inspired. Yeah.
guess who it corresponds to.
One has pirates, and then the other one is Reading. And I'm
The
gonna go with the
logo is-
Sheffield B.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
kinda,
All right. Cool. We got
I'm
Scimitars.
still up by one. Oh shit. I'm gonna go with Paris. Just because I don't expect them to have this, I'm gonna
So
go
they've
PSG.
had that twice, and it's not that twice. Yes.
How many questions have you got right?
And I'm at 10. You're at 8.
Frankfurt. I'm gonna go A.
The answer
Tottenham.
is A.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the stadium, right?
Stadium. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's- my man's fashionable.
I'm gonna go with Real Valladolid. A.
Valladolid, huh? Okay.
I'm not gonna go West Ham here. That's A. Oh.
Okay. Cuauhtémoc Blanco.
Next question.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
whole city Tigers. Vato. Hi guys. Hi
The answer is
I am the Leverkusen.
B.
I am the Leverkusen Tiger.
Oh.
¿Qué es esa madre? What is that?
I'm gonna go with Mönchengladbach.
Borussia. You just wanted to say Mönchengladbach. And you're right. Look at that.
Guess the next one.
That's a fox.
Wait, is it
that
a
a
fox?
wolf? Oh, that looks like a big bad wolf.
The correct
I'm gonna go A.
alternative is
A.
That looks,
Wolves.
that looks like a wolf. Yeah.
I know what King Power Stadium looks like
Oh
too.
shit.
Is that a shark? Is that a guppy?
I'm gonna go with Schalke just because that head looks like the
Schalke?
S. Okay.
All right, there you go.
Great
question
reasoning.
30.
Ah, come on.
That's the blue meanie from the Etihad. Thank you for giving me the point already.
Yeah,
Answer
like the
is
stadium is right behind them.
Oh, that's a pretty cool. That's a pretty funny one. It reminds me of the Nusita
I'm gonna go B.
alligator.
B. Stuttgart. Oh, let's go.
Stuttgart.
Guess the following question.
Okay, that's a fox.
Yes.
That's a A. That's Lester.
Is it a
Has to
fox?
be. What is the other one supposed to be? Los perritos
The
malvados.
correct answer is
It's a fox.
We got better at this.
Yeah, we did. Ah, shit. Lazio
Are
has
they
a.
owls? have 2 sets of eyes?
I'm gonna go A. Okay, it was a trick
Español.
question.
Yeah.
It was a
Guess the
trick
answer.
question.
Ooh. You tried to trick me last time. Does that look like an Italian dude or a German dude?
The logo is
German. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. Does that look like a German?
Fuck.
dude?
I'm gonna go lead.
Oh. It's harmless. Oh, look at you. We're good at this now.
guess
Yep.
the correct option.
Another lion. Okay, now it has to be Aston Villa. It just has to be. But you're holding a red Olympiacos thing.
The answer is
We'll go B.
A.
A.
Oh, no. No, no.
I'm gonna go Hoffenheim
Hoffenheim.
because Everton is not goats.
It's the name of the father in Full Metal Alchemist.
Can you
Hohenheim.
guess the next question?
What is this?
A robot?
West Ham.
The answer
Is it a hammer?
is
Like a nail?
B.
The hammers?
Yeah. Yeah? Gillette.
Surprise question.
I lost.
Yep. I'm gonna go Galatasaray.
I'm gonna go AC Milan. This is worth 3 points, by the way.
They don't tell us the name though.
Leave a comment with your
It's
answer.
Galatasaray though. I won by
Don't forget
4.
to subscribe to our channel. These are the answers
Wow.
of our subscribers to the secret.
Crushed. I've been crushing Tony in quizzes lately, guys.
All right.
Been crushing
all
him.
right at it. Anyway,
Thank you guys for watching
Thank
this.
you.
Make sure you guys like, share, and
share,
subscribe. Make sure you guys visit calafinotequila.com.
20% off.
Get the promo
Acafino.
code.
Calafino.
2 balls 20.
2 balls 20 for that. Get that in. Thank you to everybody at San Diego Loyal. We saw the boys of the Woodwork podcast off of the Woodwork. So that was pretty new. Shout out Arnezo, bro.
Artist, so you're comedy, bro.
Comedy,
You're
bro.
honestly comedy, bro.
PB European Import, Smog Express, and PB. Get your thing tested because the environment. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you guys for watching.